What's good, what's great, soul family? It's your personal spiritual wellness coach and mentor, Alicia Yolanda. And today we are still talking about the law of assumption. Why are you asking? Because this stuff is powerful, all right? Soul family, many people that are currently exploring the law of assumption or just Hermetic principles, universal laws in general, they're asking themselves, what is it that they need to do? Okay, and they get taken back whenever I tell them there's nothing you need to do. You already are everything that you need to be in order to get there. The person who you are right now is the exact person who you need to be to get you where you need to go. Okay? There is nothing you need to change, because when you tell the universe, I need to change something about myself in order to feel worthy of the thing I desire, all you are vibrating out to the universe is a sense of lack. The universe does not respond to what you think you are, but what you know you are. So if you know that you are in a place where you feel like you're not worthy of the desire until there's something that needs to change, the universe will only respond to that element of unworthiness, because that is what you're mostly associating with. Okay? See, soul family, when you're utilizing the law of assumption, it works in tandem with the law of attraction. Okay, there is no one without the other. To be honest, there is no universal law without the other. But just for this video, we're gonna hone in on how the law of assumption and the law of attraction work in tandem to get you the thing that you desire. And no one outside of yourselves needs to change. No external situation needs to change in order for you to embody the state for you to get the thing you desire. Okay, you don't need to change anything outside of yourself. Let me just rephrase that so there's no confusion between our internal world and how our internal world changes external matter. Okay, so we don't physically need to change anyone. We don't need to physically change anything outside of ourselves. Okay, just for clarification purposes, soul family. See, the moment we assume a state of being, the moment we assume who we know ourselves to be, the universe then responds to that assumption, and the law of attraction then is triggered to then continue to give us more things that are in alignment with that assumption. Okay, I had a wonderful conversation yesterday where we were talking about how when we use affirmations, we use visualization, why is it things haven't changed? Okay, and what I recognize is when we are looking for things outside of ourselves to change, what we're actually saying is we're not assuming the state of being that already has those things. We're assuming a state of being that is seeking those things. Now, soul family, once you're in a place where you're seeking and you're waiting for things to change outside of yourself, what you're actually embodying in that moment is that element of yourself that is in lack. Okay, there is nothing that you need to seek outside of yourself to change, because when you recognize that you are already exactly where you need to be, exactly how you need to be, exactly who you need to be to achieve that thing that you desire, because it starts there in the mind's eye. Okay, once you recognize and you embody that state of knowing, you remain in that place despite external reality showing you otherwise, okay, things then start to happen. Miracles then start to happen for you, or at least what appears to be miracles, okay, to the external 3D realm. Okay, but so family, the key to every manifestation, the key to everything, it's even written, okay, philosophers have written about it, spiritualists have written about it. As a man thinketh, so is he. Okay, The person who you know yourself to be in your mind, the person who you think of yourself to be in your mind, that is what you manifest. That is the things that are in alignment with that version of yourself. That is what you manifest. Okay, that is who the universe responds to. Not who you exactly visualize. Visualizations, affirmations, all of these things are merely just tools to help you bring forth who you see yourself to be in your mind's eye. It's not something that you utilize. These are not tools that you utilize to change external reality. Okay? That is where many of us get confused between affirming something to be a truth and trying to affirm something to change external reality. If you don't believe it, if you don't know it to be true, affirmations are just words. They're just sounds. They're just ways for you to distract yourself about how you truly feel internally. Okay? So family, when we utilize affirmations, when we utilize our visualization techniques, these are something that you use to accompany how you really feel, the real foundation, the real I am of things. That is when you then start to get the true power out of visualization and out of affirmations. Okay? When I say there's nothing that you need to do, please don't confuse this with you must keep telling the same storyline that you've been telling yourself. No. There's nothing on the external surface that you need to change or shift, because naturally, once you shift your mind, naturally everything else shifts. It must first start here in the imagination, in the greatest nation of all. Okay, the imagination is the greatest nation of all, because that is the spirit realm. That is the realm where things first become, where things first reside. Okay, so soul family, when we're thinking about why things haven't come into our existence yet, why we haven't achieved the thing that we've seeked to achieve yet, what we're actually doing is going against the flow. We're actually swimming upstream. Okay, the moment we think that we are in separation from our desire, we then start swimming upstream. Okay, one thing that I've recognized, one thing that I've realized along my journey is that every single thing, once you assume that state of knowing, once you assume that state of being, okay, who you know yourself to be, that higher version of yourself, the external reality at times will contradict that, because the physical realm are all manifestations of our most recent choices. Okay, before acknowledging the person who we know ourselves to be. Okay, but then at the same time, the external reality, this is the path of least resistance for you to get where you need to go. This is the flow that you need to go through in order for you to get where you need to go. I just thought of a wonderful analogy that we'll use right now. Think of yourself as water, okay? And you're water and you're going down a stream, down a river, okay? And within that stream, there may be things within the surface of the body of water, like stones, like bits of wood, debris. All of those things are on the surface of the water. You as water still have to go through those channels. Okay, you still have to brush against all of these things that are in the avenue in which you need to pass through. These things are gonna exist, they're present, but you don't need to change those things in order for you to go with the flow. Okay, when you think of yourself as water, you realize how malleable you are. You realize how flexible you are. You realize that no matter what is around you, you can still flow to where you need to be. Okay, this is exactly what it is like when you're thinking about your manifestation, soul family. There are going to be things along your path, okay, and those things do not need to change. All you need to do is recognize what you are, recognize who you are, that divine source, that divine flow, that divine being. Okay? All you need to do is be that. Embody that. Recognize that that is you. Okay? And things then, you will then start to go downstream. You ain't got to put any work in. You may just need to nudge yourself sometimes when you go off track, okay, to remind yourself, hold on, I'm a divine being. Remind yourself when you are responding to external conditions, you got to remind yourself, hold on, no, everything is happening exactly as how it needs to happen. That is literally it, soul family. You have already told yourself what you desire. You have already become the person who you need to be. You are already the person you need to be to achieve your desire. Therefore, soul family, everything that you experience is confirmation that this is the path of least resistance that I need to go down in order for me to embody the energy that I need to achieve my desire, the experience I need to either reframe my mind to attune to my desire. Everything is confirmation that you are along the path that you need to go to, that you need to get to where you need to go to. Okay? So that, as I was saying, this is what I've recognized along my manifestation journey. Everything outside of myself that happens is exactly as how it's supposed to happen. I don't need to change any of those things. I don't need to change anyone. Everyone is playing the role that they need to play. Whether or not they do trigger me to make me realize, hold on, I am triggerable, if that's even a word. The fact that I'm in a vibration that isn't so certain in my belief or in my knowing or in my being that I'm able to be triggered. That shows me something about myself. That person didn't need to change. They're doing exactly what they need to do for me to actually see myself and see, oh, hold on, Alicia, I actually need to become more confident in my vibration. Because soul family, we are supposed to be like trees, okay, where our roots are so grounded that we may blow with the wind, we may lose a few leaves, but we remain firm in our knowing, okay? So if someone can come and uproot you to the point where it completely shifts your vibration, therefore, that's just confirmation that there's something else that you need to do within yourself. You need to become more firm within yourself. That individual doesn't need to change. That external circumstance doesn't need to change. You just need to go more deeper into your knowing. Your roots need to be more deeper, more grounded. Okay? Things may happen. This morning I was driving and I wanted to come out of the junction and I was just edging myself out and another car came through, and usually in this type of circumstance what I would experience is the person who sees you just slightly edged out would just allow you to go. But no, not on this occasion. The driver went around me, okay, to get where they're going. Initially I felt as though I could have been triggered. But then I recognized, hold on, everyone is working in their divine role. Everyone is God's source energy exactly how they're supposed to be. What is it that I need to change in this moment? What is it that I need to do and feel in this moment? And I recognized and I reaffirmed to myself, or I re-embodied my divine self and saw the truth of what is. That was an opportunity right there for me to ground myself a little bit deeper in my knowing, to ground myself a little bit deeper in the vibration that I want to feel. And then I reaffirmed to myself, hold on, maybe that person is in a rush. What energy then do I respond with that? I hope that they get where they're going safely. Okay, that is the power that you have. Do you know what that then done for me, soul family? I was able to then maintain my vibration, maintain my feeling. The moment we allow external circumstances to trigger us, that takes us off our square. Okay, that takes us off of our knowing. That completely changes the directory, the trajectory of our manifestation capabilities. That slows down the momentum of where we're going. Okay, So family, when you are assuming a state, when you are using the law of assumption, once you're in that place of knowing, recognize no one outside of yourself needs to change. No circumstances need to change. You just need to hold steadfast in what you know yourself to be, what you know to be true. Hold that embodiment, okay? So family, that is our message for today. As always, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Hit me up in my direct messages, drop me an email, reach out, leave a comment. Okay, I absolutely love the words of encouragement. Thank you for sharing the words of encouragement with myself so other members of the Soul Tribe can actually experience them as well. Thank you for affirming and sharing these messages with your friends and your families. So family, you are loved and you are appreciated, and I am so glad to be able to reach you guys in the way that I do. As always, one love, be love. You know we see love. Ari blessings.